In this video, we're going to cover where to keep your money and how to access different on-campus grants. Firstly, it's required that each student org has a bank account. You can't just keep the money in a box or in your personal account. One option is to go to the Associated Students of UCR, or ASUCR, and ask to start an account. They will have you create a budget proposal, and then the Senate will decide how much startup money to give you. It's advantageous to apply for funding in summer or fall, so make sure to stop into ASUCR during the summer or early fall to set up an appointment to create this budget. The tricky thing about ASUCR is that they work almost entirely on reimbursements. So if you want pizza at a meeting, someone would need to buy the pizza, keep the receipt, and then get reimbursed through ASUCR. Make sure that your treasurer knows all of these expectations before spending money. ASUCR has documents and guidelines that you can read to become familiar with this, so that you can learn what you can be reimbursed for.
The other option is to go to an FDIC-approved bank or credit union. If you go this route, you'll have to rely entirely on fundraising or member dues to fund your organization. But once you have money in your account, you'll be able to write checks from that account or even have a debit card. The only reason an individual should be paying for things out of pocket is if you're doing it to get reimbursed through ASUCR. Otherwise, you should be using organization funds from your account. If you have dues or confident in your fundraising abilities, this is often an easy route for groups to take, especially if you're going to be doing big purchases, such as trips or conferences that a single student couldn't pay for and wait to get reimbursed. If you're banking off campus, you'll also be responsible for getting your own tax ID number. This is required for you to reserve spaces on campus, so it's essential that you find out what your number is. You may be able to ask your off-campus bank what your tax ID is, or they may have helped you get an employer identification number when you began your account. If you somehow don't have a tax ID or EIN, refer to the off-campus banking video in the description to help you create a number for your organization.
Now, you may be asking if you can have both an ASUCR account and an off-campus bank account. And the answer is yes. You can use ASUCR to get reimbursed as long as it's pre-approved, in addition to having a bank account that you put all of your fundraised money and dues into.
In addition to your normal ASUCR funding that you get for the year, there's other money that you can tap into. ASUCR, in addition to your budget, gives out grants, including a grant for large-scale events that you might be holding, and a grant specifically for outreach to K-12 or community college students. If you're doing a large event open to the entire campus, the Associated Students Program Board also has a co-sponsorship available that you must apply for a quarter in advance. This money can help you pay for things like marketing, room setup, guest speakers, food, and more.
We know it's brief, but feel free to use the links in the description to learn more about ways to access money on campus.